Hey, let me ask you something. When science shows us the size of the universe, when astronomy reveals billions of galaxies, when technology makes us smarter than ever before, what happens to our idea of God? Does God shrink, or does God become even greater? Let's dive into this, just you and me. You see, no matter how advanced we get, one question always lingers. Who created all this? Science explains the how. Religion asks the why. And in between, you and I wrestle with meaning. Think about it. 1,000 years ago, people looked at the stars and thought they were pinholes in the sky. Now, telescopes show us galaxies bigger than our imagination. Does that make God irrelevant? Or does it show that maybe God is far bigger than we ever imagined? Here's where it gets tricky. Science says the universe started with a bang. Religion says, in the beginning, God created. Do those ideas fight each other? Or are they simply telling the same story in different languages? Here's the danger. As we get smarter, our ego grows. We think we don't need God anymore. We can explain everything. But wait, science hasn't answered everything. Why is there something instead of nothing? Why do we feel love? Why do we long for meaning? Those are questions no telescope can measure. So maybe God isn't just an old man in the sky. Maybe God is the intelligence woven into the fabric of reality. Maybe God is not against science, but the source of the very laws science is trying to discover. If gravity exists, if DNA is coded, if the universe has order, maybe that order is God. Now here's where belief shifts. Some people lose faith because science feels like it replaces God. Others gain deeper faith because science reveals how incredible creation really is. You and I, we get to choose how we see it. Science doesn't kill God. It challenges us to think bigger about Him. Let me ask you, when you look at the stars, do you feel small? I do. But strangely, I also feel connected to something greater. That's the paradox. The more vast the universe, the more miraculous it feels that we exist at all. And here's the thing. We don't need a telescope to find God. We can see Him in the kindness of a stranger, in the birth of a child, in the unexplainable hope that shows up when life is hardest. Science explains what happens. Faith explains what it means. So maybe the smartest way to live is not to throw away faith, but to let science and belief dance together, like two sides of the same coin. Science teaches us how the universe works. Faith teaches us why it matters. And when those two meet, we don't just get knowledge, we get wisdom. So let me leave you with this. The universe is bigger than our brains can handle. Science will keep growing. Our intelligence will keep expanding. But God is not something science disproves. God is the horizon we keep chasing, the mystery that keeps us humble, and the hope that keeps us human. So tell me, as you look at the stars tonight, will you see just empty space? Or will you see a reminder that maybe, just maybe, God is greater than we think?